Bush came in with, I always thought he should get the Nobel Prize here for a new economic theory, which was you could pay for 2 wars with 5 tax cuts. The Nobel Prize I thought he should get not for economics, but for fiction. That was the beginning of this deficit. Now, we have a situation which is somewhat frustrating to us. It was Republican policies that brought us this recession. Let me be very clear. In 2008, in September, Henry Paulson, the Secretary of the Treasury, appointed by George Bush, Ben Bernanke, the Chairman of the Federal Reserve, appointed by George Bush, came to the Congress and said, the economy is about to go into total collapse. That's the subtitle of Paulson's book. And it could have been as bad, if not worse, than the Great Depression, because we are today much more interconnected. 70 years ago, there were local havens from an overall economic crash. But today, with that, people stopped lending money to each other in Kenya. I mean, there was just no place to hide. Barack Obama inherited an extraordinarily depressed economy, totally dysfunctional, and has worked very hard with a Democratic Congress, first to overcome that problem, and then to begin a recovery. What we got from the Republicans was obstruction. The irony is that the Republicans trying to perpetuate. First of all, their policies caused the recession. And then, as we began to dig out of it, they moved from being spectators to being obstructors. Let me be clear. They have begun, earlier this year, they began to stop us using the filibuster and elsewhere, not because they thought our policies would fail, but because they were afraid they would succeed. Because they were afraid that we would get out of the economic hole, and they wanted to profit politically from it. It's really been a quite cynical kind of approach. So first they caused a recession, now they are resisting our ability to get out, and because they've slowed that process down some by their filibusters, now they hope to profit from it in the election. They have a very, very fired up, somewhat extreme base ready to go with them. And I'm very proud to be, apparently, I can't say, well, I don't want to be too immodest. I don't want to say I'm the #1 target of the Tea Party, but I'm tied for first. The Tea Party hates the playoffs. They welcome turning out, and they welcome the fact that other people will stay home.